Alright, we're fine.
We're fine?
We're fine now.
Okay.
Technical difficulties, people.
Well, if we don't have Dan, we don't have Dan. We've had pretty good shows without Dan before.
Are we on?
I think we're on. Are we on?
Yep. 20 seconds
This thing
in.
on?
20 seconds in.
Well, I tell you what. It's great that you made these Metformin grill cookies, Dave. I appreciate you bringing them.
And no problem. I finally figured out that there was more than just the donut setting on the grill.
You used the egg, didn't you?
Use that what?
Oh, I did use the egg. I admit it. Okay, where are you going to sit, Steve? We're trying to figure out if Dan figures out what
I might
gonna
sit here, but it won't matter.
Okay.
You want me
I don't
to
have
sit there? I'm
anything to
kind of
put-
out of my element.
I don't have anything to add to the show.
I don't either. And right now, Dan hasn't figured out how to...
Skype.
Oh, I've had problems with Skype before. I'm not going to put it all on Dan, but
Yeah.
We'll put like 86% on Dan.
my irritation
Do you
with...
notice
Why not just go
yesterday
to
Dan was
90?
wanting weather updates from the Epic Coffee Time crew, yet he offered none.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel like we got a little prima donna thing going on.
What a producer.
Hmm?
What a producer.
Well,
And I know he said he wanted the heavy set guys to do it, but either way.
I was irritated because there was no notice there. I had
Yeah.
nothing to plan. I was like, I ain't doing it.
I think you did a fine job
Thank you.
of what you did put out.
I was trying to be sarcastic, but you took the cake. You won.
Well, I told Dominic, I was like, Dominic, so we had a lawn chair upside down outside in the snow. And I'm like, go get that lawn chair, bring it over there, brush it off because I don't want to get wet. So I made Dominic. There was a lot of planning in there.
Oh, yeah.
And then I had to take like a little plastic bag out there to put down because I didn't want to get my pants wet.
Well, sure.
And then I'm like, he wanted to throw a whole bucket of snow on me.
I'm sure he did.
He did. And I'm like, no, just give me some out of your hand. So I just took some and packed it on. I didn't know how it would look, but it turned out pretty good when I saw the picture. So I did not actually sit outside for longer than a minute. We were out there a minute maybe.
That's an illusion, kind of like Doug Henning. Remember Doug Henning?
Yeah.
It's an illusion.
It was an
Remember,
illusion.
like, was he like go back in the early 80s?
Yeah, late 70s.
Late
early
70s,
80s,
yeah.
Yeah, back when there was black and white TV,
Yeah.
according to my kids.
Right.
I think that was a little longer ago, but okay.
They were watching the Munsters. You might not have been here. They were watching the Munsters.
No, but you told
The
the
Monsters,
story.
isn't that the guy that did the...
Oh, yes,
the-
we talk about him every week.
We do.
Cousin Vinny.
Yeah.
Pet Cemetery, yeah.
The guy that did
How
the
do we
commercials for the bathtub gin.
Southern Santa
Right.
story.
Yeah.
Told the Southern Santa story. Man, we do talk about him every week, just about. I didn't even realize.
So I guess welcome to Epic Coffee Time. We don't really have an agenda tonight.
Not tonight.
Which is good. We haven't for the last couple of weeks.
No, we're flying without the producer who's supposed to join us via Skype. I think.
Well, could we call it via satellite?
Oh yeah, via satellite.
Yeah.
Well, technically, I guess it is.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see right now, we have a blank screen and nothing going on yet, so we don't know when that's going to happen. No, we haven't had a real big agenda lately, and I don't think that there's been anything wrong with that.
Nope.
No. No skits. No one's
We still have the
complaining
games here from the
from the
3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So we had the weather reports yesterday, which was ill-planned, and I don't know, did you guys watch the weather reports?
Oh, this
there's a
just
call.
in.
Okay, let's try this again. Okay,
I think
there we go. Hi, you're on the air.
It's all ugly in there. Are you there?
Yeah, I think so. Is this a full screen? There we go. There we go. Can you pick that up at all, Dominic?
Yep, he's on there a little bit.
Talk. Say something, Dan. I can't hear you.
I'm trying to talk. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now.
We can hear you now.
Just the volume just a little bit down. There you go.
What the hell is going on with your hair?
Hey, like it's my Bob Dylan.
Oh, it's your Bob Dylan.
Wow, that 5-minute commercial that no one really knew what was going on from the Super Bowl. Good job.
Thing. Hey, get it. You get it, Steve.
Yep.
I was gonna say Bob Dylan would be funnier if you did it in a Bob Dylan voice. So that's a start.
That's it. Really can't understand it.
So we were discussing that you did not give a weather report yesterday, but yet somehow you knew it was too cold or treacherous in your front lawn to not show up tonight.
How does that work?
I don't know.
So what's going on, Producer Dan? Why aren't you here in
I had to
person?
leave it to the meteorologist. I'm not that meaty. I'm like a wet sock.
See how skinny people are?
You're like a wet sock?
A wet sock.
A wind sock.
Wind sock.
A web sock?
A wet sock.
A web sock. So, Dan, why exactly is it that you're not here in person tonight? I didn't catch that earlier.
It's a long, cold drop. Both ways.
A long cold front.
Drive.
Drop.
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 Drop. Drive.
Sounds like.
Can we
Dodge,
get
duck, dip,
can we get
dive,
closed
and dodge.
captioning or quit doing the
Maybe I am speaking like Bob Dylan. You can't give me. Hey,
Yeah.
do you like this little shadow above my head? The light.
Yeah,
No.
it makes you look bald, actually.
He just went from like Bob Dylan to Skip's voice,
Yeah.
kind of.
All right, hang on. Let me adjust that.
All right,
Is he
while
upstairs?
we're waiting.
I've never been upstairs over there.
Do you have an upstairs at your house?
Jesus Christ.
That's-
Yeah,
Is,
I think so.
is this upstairs?
There's no point.
Downstairs, actually.
This is in the dining room?
Living room, yeah.
You
Living
need
room?
more.
Oh, yeah, at the desk over in the corner, right,
Are you
right.
picking that up at all? You need more light. There's no point in having you on Skype if we can't see
You
you.
can show us, too. You don't have to show him the whole time. He's on a computer. What kind of camera guy just stays on one? Oh, we'll just show.
Wow, are you feeling jealous that you're not getting
No.
enough screen time?
It had
Are you
nothing
on the
to do with
prednisone?
that. It had nothing to do with that. It had to do with...
Let's just stick on one person then, since it's all you.
So yeah, we now have two Epic Coffee Time
Do you
members
remember
on
my,
steroids right now.
yeah.
We're discussing that.
Moving
also.
around. I will beat you on camera. Nobody watches the
What's
show,
that?
so...
There's actually 2 people watching the show, so.
Dan's one of them.
No, he's not.
What are you?
Doubt it.
I said there's now two Epic Coffee Time members on steroids right now.
Hulk smash.
Hulk smash.
We have Super Smash Brothers here.
Oh, Rich is on it too, right?
Yeah, I took my last one today.
Good thing I'm over here then.
Yeah, we would probably kill you.
Yeah, Hulk smash. That's what I meant to tell you is if you had any projects to do, you need to do them now while you're just all over the place.
Right.
Right. Because they'll wear off and you'll crash for a day or so. So what's going on, Dan? What's new in the Epic Coffee Time world that we need to know about this week?
Nothing that I know of. The Olympics.
The
The
Olympics?
Olympics are to Friday, though. They're not today, right?
Yeah, but I was hoping somebody would go snow skiing or something.
I did cross country walking.
Did you
here.
get the snowblower out?
No, it was done when I got home.
So somebody at your house got it out?
Someone at the house got it out. The boy and the wife took care of it. today.
No, nobody
You don't talk
cares
about
about
your-
the Winter Olympics.
Your boy much.
Don't you know that?
Yeah.
Well, I like curling.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's the only-
curling's where it's at.
That's
It
the only
actually
thing
caught
worth
on.
watching is curling because it's so freaking stupid.
It is, but it's like it.
But
I
you
guess
can't
it's
stop
a science
watching it,
experiment.
But I
Is
don't
that why
even
it's
see,
good?
I don't even see how men can curl. I mean, it means that we can use a broom.
Well,
Is that right?
I guess so.
I wonder if that is. It would have to be science to some degree. There's not much physical aspect to it, other than that you can sweep really fast.
It's a really bizarre sport. It makes you wonder how it came about.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
Pretty soon somebody's going to have to start making sandwiches. Start
Right.
with the broom, then you start making your own sandwiches, and then all of a sudden there's total whip.
I think we got a sandwich maker, don't we?
We do have a sandwich maker.
I heard something about a legendary ham sandwich.
I had the best ham sandwich of my entire life on
I know, and
Sunday.
people really called you out on that for saying that on Facebook.
I
Like,
know.
What kind of friends do you have that's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
instead of saying, "Oh, where'd you have that ham sandwich?" or
That's what I was
did it
hoping
taste
for.
like?
I know.
They were all like, "Oh, it's Facebook worthy," or "You had to post about it," or "What'd you do to make it yourself?" They're really kind of
They were dogging me out.
church
Were they
friends. or-
hating on you?
No.
Oh,
No.
They were hating on
They
you.
were hating.
It was an accident. Yeah, that came from
I
me
just-
trying to recreate a Pampered Chef recipe that's been around for years. Might even be on the Pinterest now. But, yeah.
Don't get me started about Pinterest.
I'm the kind of guy, I don't know if anybody's ever seen the kitchen at Pump House, but it's about this big. So I try to create food that we can make out of the same ingredients that we have, but it's just a new, unique combination of said ingredients, if that makes sense. And who wants to pay $8 for just a ham and cheese sandwich? And that's just the sale price, the test price. It could be more than that, you know.
Well, I wanted
It's
one
big.
immediately after reading your
Oh,
review.
I'm
I
telling you.
wasn't hating on you.
You were hating on me, but
Because I seem to recall hearing this discussion about the ham sandwiches. There's something about how you soak it and crisp it up. And
Well, the original
that the
recipe,
one?
yeah, the original
Yeah.
recipe is that it's cooked in the oven with Hawaiian rolls and
Right.
like Worcestershire sauce and dried onion and other weird, crazy crap. So I was trying to figure out.
not
a way
this
to-
one. This was just ham and cheese goodness on a Hawaiian bun, and it was delightful.
how you
Every
doing
bite.
there, Dan?
Every bite. Rhonda loved it. I
Really
loved it.
excited about a ham sandwich.
In
Oh,
fact,
you probably couldn't eat it.
And you know you can't use original recipe without having to pay some royalty to KFC, right?
For a ham sandwich?
No, original recipe.
They trademarked that?
I think so.
What, the words
Bastards.
original recipe or the chicken?
I thought we were talking about ham.
I think they did both.
Jumped.
The shark.
Oh, it's because Steve said original recipe, and then, automatically the trademark flag went off.
I really think Pump House should try to get the novelty of something and let viewer or Facebook people come up with a name for it, because I cannot come up with a
The
name. I've
Haminator.
called it a couple different names since I've been testing it.
I think it should be called the Haminator.
And another one today, it's simple, that I sold like 25 of them today, is chicken or Chipotle bacon chicken sandwich. Can't keep up with them.
Really.
Yeah.
We were going to go last night and get another ham sandwich, but
They probably
You
would have
weren't
told you
there.
no last night, because
Well-
they would have been like, "What? We have ham?"
when I walked in and the guy was like, "Hey, how's it going?" Then I knew right then and there I should just stick with the
Yeah, I was
with the
scheduled
show.
off
The
yesterday.
guy
and,
said what again?
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, okay.
I'm just back here cooking.
Yeah, I was scheduled off, and I scheduled Joey and Krug, and Joey didn't come in because of the snow, or he came in and then went home. Joey.
So did you stay in all day, Dan, or you been out on the roads at all, or what?
Oh no, I've had a lot of fun on the boats today. That just kind of had my fill, actually. Even though they were somewhat, but I went home. It was still enough for me to check it out on the drive tonight.
I see how it is. So you can go work and stuff like that, but when it comes to hanging with your friends, suddenly you don't want to get in the car and drive over here, huh?
Yeah, where the big money is. I just kind of shy away from big money.
Meanwhile, I'm risking my life driving my truck down here so we can
With the-
Skype you in
With the cancer.
with the cancer. I see how it is.
Okay, I could have got halfway there.
Yeah.
I am having an asthmatic episode with discolored sputum is what I have.
Yum.
Yeah.
Can we get a video of that?
No,
We
you
should.
don't. You don't.
I don't know what this colored is. Is it green, yellow?
Brown. It's brown, actually.
Oh, wow. That might be some ham.
Oh, I tell you what.
Are you contagious?
No.
Okay. It's a concern. I have to keep these things.
I wouldn't be here if I was contagious.
Everybody's been trying to get me sick lately.
Yeah.
We couldn't give it a soft cup of drink that easy, Dave.
This is true.
Cough, Dad.
Turn your head and cough.
So Dan, did you watch Bill Nye versus Ken Ham?
No, I did not. And not to prove that theory's wrong or anything like that. I'm just not interested in it.
You were what?
Not interested.
Oh. Yeah, that's like learning and stuff. I mean, who has time for that, right?
I
I didn't watch it either.
I listened to a small portion of it because the boy was listening to it. Yeah, so I did get to hear some of that.
I don't have the patience for that. It's like talking to my ex-wife. It's pointless.
Right. I mean, Ken Ham isn't. You know, if you're a creationist, you're not going to listen to Bill Nye, and you're not going to agree with him. And if you're an evolutionist, you're not going to listen to Ken Ham, nor are you going to agree with anything he has to say.
Right.
So
Now, is having one side of that or the other detrimental to going to church or being affiliated with a religious organization? Do you have to be a believer of creationism to be affiliated with a religious?
Oh, I don't know. I think I think different people have different ideas.
What are you doing there, Dan?
You know, they talk about the 8,000-year-old Earth versus the millions-of-year-old Earth.
Mm-hmm.
The way I look at it, I don't care.
I think
I don't
Dan's
care.
picking up some signals from outer space.
What do you got there?
Looks like a lampshade. You're supposed to wear that on your head, Dan, not in front of your head.
My head's too flat.
Ah, there you go. Life of the party. You're right, your head is too flat.
It just rolls right off.
It's not instrumental in having faith.
No.
I think Dan got bored with the
I mean, I guess it
conversation.
depends on what church you would attend. Yeah.
Well, and you said 8,000 years. Ken Ham thinks it's only 6,000.
Right, 6, 8, who's counting?
But what if?
Right.
Well, okay, so what does your church, what position would they take on this?
I think that there's different people that have different opinions. Our pastor has never, not one time preached about evolution or.
Now, does he ever have a sermon that's based solely on Old Testament? Or does he stick-
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, they do. He'll do like a series, and he'll kick it old school every now and then. But mostly it's the gospel of Jesus is what he talks about.
So it's all New
sorry.
Testament stuff.
Right.
So what?
But what if you were not?
What?
What if?
We're not talking about Hitler.
No.
Oh, we got another bid.
If you were not a creationist nor evolutionist, what side would you choose?
If you weren't.
Yeah. Like if you were atheist, Jewish.
Well, I think that's part of that's part of what I was asking Rich. Do you think that there can be atheists that believe in?
Dan's going
No.
all Max Headroom on us.
Is
Yes, he is. He's going all Max Headroom on us.
Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Good question. Which did come first?
Uh-huh.
The creationist.
Well, a creationist would
Who
believe
laid
the
an egg.
chicken.
Egg. Or maybe the egg hatched the creationist.
I don't know, but
and the egg had to ride on the back of the bus.
What do you think, Dan? Creationism or evolutionism?
It's hard to say. It really is. What's the missing link? Show me that where we just fell off and became human as we are today.
Well, that's when the aliens landed and had sex with the monkeys. That's why there's a big jump.
Bill Nye did talk about fish sex last night, though.
Fish sex.
Yeah.
Is he a big fan?
Yeah?
I don't know. Every time I see the guy, all I can think of is Bill Nye, the science guy.
Bill.
So it's just kind of, I don't know.
I didn't understand what you said, Dan. You didn't like my explanation of the missing link?
Oh, no, I got that. I just, I didn't know aliens were this handsome, that's all.
Aliens were handsome?
This handsome.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, apparently in your genealogy they were, but the rest of us meteorologists, I guess, got left behind.
Isn't that a great name, though? Isn't that a great tag?
Yeah, it's great for the skinny people of the world to make fun of the fat people.
No,
That's real
Yeah.
original.
I feel hated and discriminated against.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me while I have another Metformin.
Are you disenfranchised?
I am disenfranchised.
Yeah, you make me want to go call my friend Philip.
Get some heroin.
Yeah. I'll snort it though, because I won't be addicted as much.
Oh, right, it's a good idea.
Just saying.
Wow, that's some heavy logic there.
It is good. It is a good topic.
You know, speaking of Mr. Seymour, he put the Hunger Games people in a real bind,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
he did.
Because it's kind of a big deal in this third movie coming up.
Oh,
And they were filming part 2 of the third.
I still haven't read
Movie.
the second or third book, so don't ruin it for me.
We're on the corner.
I haven't seen the movie yet either.
Hey, Dave, maybe they could cast you. You kind of have got that hawk.
I should take over for Hoffman?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't realize he was as close to my age as he was. I don't know. I'm keeping the
Yeah.
Yeah, he was young.
Oh, man,
beard. I
46?
thought he was older.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, if you
rough
trim the
living right
beard
there.
like an inch, you kind of look like.
I'm keeping the beard. So if Philip's character can grow a beard suddenly, then we're good.
So you got a birthday coming up here pretty soon, don't you, Dave?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do.
About 10 days off?
Huh?
About 10 days off?
Yes, I believe so.
Huh. Interesting.
It'll be interesting. Why is that interesting?
So we should have a big birthday. We didn't get to have a big on-air birthday party for you last year because
We had a huge birthday party for me last year. Where were you?
No, I was
On air.
there, actually,
Oh, okay.
live, but in front of the camera where we can invite all the people that don't watch it, every week. They
Sure.
go watch 1 week.
Standing room only. That sounds good.
We could all meet at a restaurant and wait for them to all come and say hello. I don't think we've ever tried that.
No, we've never
haven't.
tried
Never.
that.
That would be new. That would be something new. Why don't we go to a gambling establishment instead?
Huh. You have one in mind, I assume?
Right around the corner.
Hey, maybe we can make a trip.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
I was going to say we can make a trip down to Oklahoma and hit the Indian reservations because, I've got the inside track on that.
Right.
You got the inside track on Indian reservation.
Oh, yeah.
He's part Indian.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Goldman is
Indian name. Apache.
yeah. I was gonna pick like Lipawa or one of those other smaller Indian tribes. But
Type of Indian.
Oh, Goldman's the Indian name. I thought it was the Indian name.
Rich,
Yeah.
Rich is like
Okay.
I don't know.
I got nothing.
Me neither.
Maybe bingo. Maybe we can go play some bingo.
Biggest dickus. It's the only thing I can think of. That's British though. So yeah, the other day when he's having the ham sandwich, all the music playing was British music.
Except for one song, it was German. It was the Scorpions.
The Scorpions.
No One
came
Like
on.
You.
So he got that one a little bit, but all the rest of them, it was like Ozzy. He was like, who the hell is this guy? Why are people playing this in a bar? And
You don't
just
get
bad.
British music either?
I get British music.
He doesn't get British.
From what I heard, he didn't understand the Chrysler commercial over the weekend because he thought Bob Dylan was
I
British.
thought he was British. The sound was turned down. Actually, the sound was turned down, and I was...
that is a common misconception that Bob Dylan is English. I wonder why that is.
The one
Who thinks that Bob Dylan is English? That was the first time I've ever heard that.
The way he talks.
He talks like he's on drugs. He doesn't talk like he's British.
No, it's a Detroit accent. It's hard to tell.
Detroit.
It was Sunday.
Okay.
Did you watch the entire Super Bowl, Dan?
Yes, I did. As a matter of fact, I did. It was like a train wreck. I couldn't I couldn't turn away. I just,
I'm thinking that
It was the
we're
closest
probably
game
going to
ever.
let Skip go after his prediction of the Broncos walking all over the Seahawks, right?
I haven't heard from him for, since the Super Bowl.
Are you sure that that's not him in the background? You don't have him tied up, do you?
No, but it sounds more like my dog. Let me find out who's here.
Why don't you do that?
We might have a guest.
Oh my.
I doubt it.
I do too.
What about the Super Bowl?
It was bad.
I didn't watch
It was
it.
that was
I had better things to do.
It was
like
not
clip
fun.
my
No,
toenails
it wasn't fun.
And none of the commercials were any good.
trim
There
my
were a
nose
couple that were
hairs.
good.
except the Doritos one.
Yeah, but
The Doritos Time Machine one was pretty funny.
No, not that one.
That
The
one
where
was
he
funny.
Stuck his finger in the Dorito cleaner.
I didn't see that. I didn't see that one.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I haven't. I didn't watch anything. I have better things to do. Pick boogers, trim my toenails.
But Super Bowl.
Hmm?
Super Bowl.
The radio.
Wait, you didn't watch?
Shack
You didn't watch Red Hot
Yeah,
Chili
I don't
Pepper?
like football.
the first
anyway.
time I saw it, not by the sixth time I wasn't digging it.
Oh, now I've only seen it once. But
What?
the Radio
Shack.
commercial.
Um,
The 80s called. They want their
80s
store
called
back.
they
And
want
so
their
there's
store
like
back.
Jason, Chucky.
Alf, all these 80s.
Mary Lou
Tom-
Retton come running in there like
And they
in her
pack the
80s
whole
wig.
store up on a DeLorean and drive off.
Yeah.
no, I had.
Yeah.
No, that sounds interesting.
Yeah,
I have
Eric
not seen
Estrada from Chips.
Hulk Hogan,
Hulk Hogan.
Sergeant Slaughter was in it. They had a solid gold dancer.
Yep.
A Qbert was.
Qbert.
Yeah, he was in there.
that. All right,
Wow.
that's totally 80s. Qbert. I
Who
used to
else
rock
was-
the Qbert arcade game.
And they said that it totally won over kind of for their demographic and that they actually showed some stock market share growth the next day. But this is a store or a concept idea that I probably hadn't visited in 10 years. And with the internet, you can find stuff cheaper than a Radio Shack. I mean, I guess how many people though nowadays go, man, I need this today to fix and set up my TV today.
They just wait
We're
3
I don't know.
days.
I feel like I'm more budget-minded and would order something. Or Radio Shack used to be cool back, I wouldn't even say 80s. But who's going to go to a Radio Shack? Nobody goes
first
to Best
of all,
Buy. Best Buy's struggling.
First of
And
all,
all this is a smaller Best Buy.
you walk into Radio Shack and you're accosted by salespeople
right.
because they're trying to get
But that's
that
anywhere.
commission.
Best Buy's just as bad
Yeah.
anymore. Now they have people that work for phone companies inside their store. They're
Yeah.
attacking you. They've got
The Dish
AT&T
Network.
Yeah.
But Radio Shack is that store where when you can't find it anywhere else, you know you can get it at Radio Shack. You need that weird little part to replace the thingamajig on your reel-to-reel from the 1970s. They got it in stock right there.
But I'll
A
bet
whole
they
bunch of them.
don't anymore.
Because it's not the 80s
Yeah.
anymore.
With radio.
What's that?
It's a shack.
With
With
radio.
radio.
That's right.
Why did they have to go and get so fancy?
I don't know, but it's one of those. I love Radio Shack. You go there and you can find that one thing, whatever it is, that you absolutely have to have.
I agree with Steve, though. It is about 60% higher than going on the internet and buying it.
Newegg.
Yeah.
You can find all this stuff. I don't know. As I was watching the commercial, I was like, oh, great commercial. And then it shows the look of their new store, which currently is only in Texas. So they advertise this commercial showing the new look of Radio Shack and what's coming. And that store is in Texas. All right?
So
And
that's important because
how are we going to go? One, it looked like nothing but a bunch of walls of iPhones and
Beats
know.
yeah, that's what they're going to.
Oh, Beats, right.
Yeah.
It's no longer a place where you
Oh
can
my
get
god.
I'm like, Beats? What kind of Radio Shack are you going to?
You can't get
You're
your
looking at a
Savant
treasure.
kit. You can't get your little
You're thinking
crystal
of maybe
radio
the
kit
70s.
anymore.
Right.
You can't get that odd battery that operates one gadget in the universe.
Too little, too late. Kind of like Blockbuster trying to do compete against Redbox right before they said, let's close up.
Blockbuster, what's that?
Right.
The Buster for blocks.
Well, Dan,
You
you have,
don't get on Black Friday.
What's that?
Blockbuster. Blockbuster. Black Friday deal. That's all it is anymore.
What?
Right.
Hey, in that vein, how can a family video survive and actually open more stores where Blockbuster shut down? I don't understand that.
Oh, I got that one. Anybody?
I've got a pretty good idea.
Porn.
The family
Porn.
video does have the adult section.
Do they?
Porn.
It's a
That's it.
family video, though.
Porn. Yeah. Ironic, isn't it?
Mhm.
Porn.
Don't you think?
Right?
What?
It's for the whole family, right?
Yeah, for the whole family, including Dad or
Grandma,
Uncle Stalker guy. Or,
Uncle Creepy.
Uncle Creepy. Hey, don't go pushing the play button on his DVD player.
no shit. So that's where you got the inexplicable family video is porn.
Make sure you got the Lysol wipes for the remote.
Now, see, here's what I had to ask him. Like, well, with the internet, who needs to go to the store to get porn? Well, then it's like, well, so a lot of people don't want to use their computers for that. They
Wouldn't it be weird taking that movie up to the chest or the desk?
The chest out? Is that what you were going to say?
The desk to check it out. Wouldn't it be weird?
No.
Probably not. That's how old people used to do it.
It's no worse than buying tampons or rubbers.
Really?
You just look like you mean business and buy it. Look them straight in the eye and dare them to make fun of
That's
you.
right.
Yeah.
I've had to buy the feminine hygiene products before, and I'll just, if somebody gives me a look, I just look at them straight in the face and say, "They're not mine," and that ends all conversation right there.
Now, I would be tempted to say they are mine, and I need to get out of here quick, or there's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
I just used the applicator for a cigarette.
Holder.
Oh, that's right. I forgot all about that.
That's how he was like a royal, like that song.
No, just no.
Yeah, it's a bad song. She sold out her concert in St. Louis, though.
And she won 2 Grammys.
Yeah.
Why?
On one song.
I didn't even watch the Grammys.
One hit wonder. That's all it
I
was.
don't think we need to get started on that again.
I don't think so either.
Dan, you have any final words to add to the broadcast? We're getting close to about half an hour point
We
here.
already are over 2.
And we've been floundering here for a while, so I don't know how much more we want to flounder.
I know it's kind of odd that you flounder when I'm not.
Uh-huh.
We flounder when you are here.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, he thinks he's setting us up.
You just talk the whole time.
What a difference a week makes, huh?
We actually could have had a better show if we hadn't brought up Skype, if you want to go there, so.
Oh!
Really started dragging down when we brought you on, but thanks for having confidence in us. We're putting on a good show without our fearless producer here, who has
Thanks for
absolutely
putting a lampshade in the
nothing
in the
to bring
screen
to the show this week.
and going and answering the door. How's your pizza? How's your pizza? Did you order a pizza?
No, I ordered Chinese guy either.
Oh, okay.
Chinese outdoors guy.
You ordered a Chinese guy?
He ordered the cream of some young guy.
Was that for Skip or